Hi everyone, it's Deb from debwebbart here, and today I wanted to show you me using some watercolor ink. This is by Jacques Herbert. It's called Eclats. I don't know how to say that word. I've even done some French and I don't know how to say that word, but anyway, it's a little bit unusual. So I just thought I would open up my journal, my watercolor journal, and have a play in there. Now, the reason I did that was because these Eclats watercolor inks are dye-based, which means that they are vibrant and beautiful, but not light fast. So you can absolutely create with them, do amazing things, but then they would either need to be put away somewhere where they're not being exposed to light, or you could create prints from them, that sort of thing. So that's what that's why I did them in my journal. I have done them on other papers before, and beautiful and vibrant, so really worth playing with. But if you're wanting to sell your artwork, you wouldn't sell the original, you would sell a print of it, just because of that instability of light fastness. Definitely a way to get around it though. And so I thought I'll use that, but I also wanted to be kind of loose with what I was creating. And so I also decided to toss in some Acryla Gouache, which I really enjoy playing with. This is, it's a combination of acrylics and gouache. So gouache is water-based, and so it can keep moving after you finish painting with it. You can put water on again and it could reactivate. But the Acryla Gouache means that it dries a lot faster. What I also like about this particular paint is that it also is it's quite matte, which just means that then you have like a really contrasting surface. You have the watercolor see-through glaze kind of look on one hand, and then you have the flat color blended with that, which I just really enjoy. The other things I will be using on this in this journal is Posca pens, just a touch, and a uni pen. This is, yeah, a uni pen, and this one's a chisel. I thought I would try the chisel. I had an idea in mind, which I'll speak over the video so you can hear what my idea was. But so it's obviously got a chisel tip, because that was the whole concept here. And so I've been trying to work out like what can I use with a chisel tip, because I'm traditionally I don't really like them, and so I like to challenge myself. And so I was trying to make thin lines and thick lines. Didn't totally work. I'm gonna have to just workshop that idea. Anyway, I also used like a mapping pen, I guess you would call it. So very fine dip pen. And then when that kind of went a bit south, I decided to pick up my bamboo pen and do some dipping. So hopefully you'll get something out of this video. I had a lot of fun, like usual. And really enjoyed playing with these. And what it does is when you play like this, it really inspires you to play more. So it kind of, one thing leads on to another thing. So give it a go. Just, even if you are new at something, it doesn't matter. Just give it a go and have in your mindset that you're just doing this to play. You're not necessarily needing to create something amazing. You're doing it to play. And that seems to be the trick in getting you to relax and try to be non-judgmental. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Right, so I tried the mapping pen. It just didn't work. I could not get it to spread. Maybe I needed to do something a little different. Don't know, but that's what made me swap to the bamboo pen, which was definitely better. It holds a lot more. The line itself is not necessarily crisp. It's got more of like a drawing pencil type line when you use it, depending on how much ink you put on it, obviously, at the time. And then I'm using a Velvet Touch Princeton long round there, and then thought I would pick up the nozzle itself, which is always actually my favourite way of applying ink. I just like to challenge myself and try different ways, because you can get into a bit of a rut. So it is quite nice to just try different ways sometimes. And one thing that I like about this brush is that you can go to a really fine point, but you can also spread it out as well. That's why I use it a lot. And then I was choosing what to do next. So I chose the blue and just did some circles. That's always my go-to. I love circles. And you'll see that where the blue covers the brown, it sort of just changes it slightly, a bit of a greenish color, very see-through, which actually makes it more interesting. As you can see, I'm dotting around. And then obviously just thinking, I picked up the Wolf Carbon pencil, which I've recently been having fun with. Just wet it a little bit, give it a bit softer lines for a bit of interest. And now picking up the Acryla Gouache. And as you can see, it's really flat, but it just gives such an interesting, vibrant pop of colour. And that's what I really enjoy about these. They have such a lovely colour. Now this colour actually looks black, but it's some sepia. And in every abstract piece, you need to have your darks. You need to have somewhere for those to go, which just gives a bit of interest. And then I wanted to pop in this colour is like my favourite, so I wanted to pop it in. And also just love that flatness. Okay, so then bringing in the Posca pens, doing a little bit of interest areas. And I must admit, as I was doing this, I was looking around trying to work out what else could go in there. And even after finishing it, I suddenly thought, oh, I need to put more dark in here and there and that sort of thing. So, your brain kind of dots around, especially the more you get used to painting like this, the more you realize where there needs to be the darks and the lights, just to create the contrast. So I might even go back and put a bit more dark in there. But what I normally do is I normally take a photo and then I turn it into black and white just to see how has it looked. Have I got nice contrast? Have I got balance? That kind of thing. But normally, when you see me doing any abstract work, you'll notice that I dot around from one to the other. Now, this is me using the pen, the chisel tip. So I was trying to drag it and push down harder in some areas and be a bit lighter in others. I like what it did, but it didn't do what I kind of wanted it to do. So that's what I mean when I say I just need to carry on working with that pen. And then this pen here is one of the finest gel pens that I've ever used. It's tiny, but it's quite nice if you just want really, really fine lines, which I just wanted a touch of interest. And then this gold pen, I just wanted a few dots, not anything too much with that one. And as you can tell, I seem to have a hand resting position when I'm thinking. Okay, so having the little dots on the orange, I think, really made it for me. I like to look at how the color blends and just sort of fades and all the different things. So it is quite abstract, but this was me letting go. And so what I try to do is have different size things on the pages, ways that your eye gets drawn across the page, all that sort of stuff really all comes together to, make it all. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and please like and subscribe if this channel resonates with you, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.